Alright guys, here we go again. Line, 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 line. Okay. Anyway, so I was at Bath Beyond. I took a picture of a bath scrubber, louver. It was on a pole. And I was just about to get it, man. I said, damn, I need to get this bad boy. And I said, wait, dude, you make this stuff. So I'm taking some old monkey paw strip, and I'm going to make one of those back scratchers for myself, because I got some hard reach places. Also for my pregnant wife, she needs those things as well. So I figured that if I'm not around to do her back, I'll make something that she could probably use. She probably won't use it, you know how women are, but hey, man, at least we thought, you know what I mean? So stay posted. This will be another quick, simple project, just to keep you guys rolling. Kind of already got the curvature I want already. If you look down there, it kind of curves over to the left a little bit, so it gives you that nice little extra reach. I'm going to sculpt this thing a little more though, give a little sculpture to it. Yeah, stay posted. Alright guys, so I'm going to use a table saw to cut 22.5 angles on this piece of wood here. Anytime you're using wood, you always want to set the depth of the material, but this, we don't need this to be so deep. So yeah, so you just pretty much put it up there, and you put it up wherever. If you're cutting through this thing or ripping it, you can call it ripping, right? You'll set it about a tooth blade higher than what it is. No bigger than that. But this particular case, we're not going that deep, so we just want to buzz off the edges, give you some good grip. Also, you want to use a push block to run it through. So never get your hands between the blade and the fence. This is called a fence. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I encased it. I put the 22.5 marks on there. A little less than that, maybe more. What I did was doing that is to give you some grip, right? So when you grip it in the shower, your fingers can grab in there. So it's gonna give you some grip. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna round the edges off to give you a more solid grip. So you have this and then have a rounded edge. And then I'm going to sand and drill my pilot holes in there. And then I have to keep you guys posted. To the project, right? Moving on. You saw the driller knock off the edges, so you can see the grooves now inside. So now I'm going to take off the excess husk on the material. When you're doing this, you want to take another piece of block or something and clamp it down Sturdy, clamp it down. Alright guys, so you see I got this thing clamped down. What we're gonna do is you put this on the solid surface, you put the block on top, and then you clamp it all down in one assembly. Why we do this is because you don't want this to spin on you when you soft sanding. Another thing is this blockage, this dunnage, or what they're gonna call it, we call it a dunnage or just a piece of block, protects the surface of your material from the getting indentation from the clamping down. Alright guys, there's different types of sandpaper. So you got the 150, the 180, the 220, the 120. And it all depends on, like I said, what kind of finish you want to start off with. I'm starting off with the lower you go, the more it'll come off. So they got the 60, right? So start off with 60 and you work your way up to all those other numbers. The higher you go, the more fine, the more slick the surface become. So something like that, the rough stuff, you want to go with a rougher grit of sandpaper to build yourself up to a higher finish, which would be the 220, and they go a little higher, one higher than that. So this is like with the polish, just gives a polished look on there. So this is the difference between the grits. So just get you understanding how this thing works. So again, you saw that we had one particular brand. This is another brand, so it's 320, so it goes with the 320 and it goes to 220, so the numbers stacks up, so you go from different grits all the way up to fine stuff. So again, if you're working on a project and you're using the rough stuff, you always want to do the 60 grit, and that'll build it up from there. So right now I don't have too much of a bad of a surface, so I'm going with the, I showed you guys already. I want the 100. Alright, so the lower it is, the rougher the material is, so the lower you're gonna go with the grit of sandpaper. You see how the different texture of the grit of it. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Stay tuned. Alright guys, again, clamp down to a solid surface. Now we're gonna drill these holes out. So if you see here, I found center of the wood, coming in inches. This is a ½ inch thick. This is an inch thick, so I came in a half, and I came down inch, 4, and so on and so on and so on. But so I'm using a drill press to get a straight line going down. Because usually when you use a drill, you can either be off, counter, either way. So make sure I get a straight line. I use a drill press. Stay tuned. We got all the holes drilled out. So now we're going to go ahead and sand it one more time. We sand it, and then we're going to go ahead and stain it so the water can penetrate this. This monkey part is pretty sturdy wood, man. So this thing can last for a long, long time. I mean, weather conditions you will never imagine. So I'm just gonna put a clear gloss on this, clear stain gloss, and that'll be it. Then I got to go and start attaching the louvers in between. Shoot, stay tuned. Alright guys, real quick, I'm just gonna connect all 4 of these to the stick, and I'll show you the turnout. Yeah, real men do have pink. I can coordinate it. So there you go, make it look better. How you want to do it? You guys give me an idea how you want to put the color together. It doesn't make a difference to me. As long as my body get clean. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, give you kind of idea what the Lufa look like all said and done. Just tied it into the holes. You see the holes right there. I showed the original picture of them. So yeah, man, so just this is for, like I said, you know, hard back reach spots. This is what you can use them for, you know what I mean? Just get in there. You might say, oh, this is a waste, it's a waste. Man, these things come in handy. One thing they say do is change these out every 30 days, right? And I've been thinking, right, trying to be environmental green. What you can do when these get old, use them for cars, right? We'll use it for wash down your car or whatever, use it for the rims. Always find ways to reuse these things, right? Don't just throw them out, throw them in the trash. The 30 days, 30 days go really quick, right? So if you're gonna use them up, use these things, use them. Try to be environmental green as possible. One thing you could do also is choke out weeds in your flower bed like that. This will help choke out some of the weeds from growing through. I'm a big gardener as well, so I use those for those choking out the weeds and anything like that. That's one idea. If you guys got ideas what you can do or use for after you done with a louver, what else you can do with it instead of tossing in the trash, right? So that's a good idea to do. To use them, reuse them, whatever, in any form or fashion. Again, this is, like I said, I like the way it turned out. This thing's gonna be forever. This wood is, this is Hawaii. Like I said, this is monkey paw wood here. So, all right, guys. Again, guys, you like what you see? Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. It's a pleasure to do these things, guys. Mahalo.